Hey guys, so I've been so productive this weekend, really just clearing things out and getting the garden ready to really start producing, which I'm so excited about. I have potted up a whole heap more seedlings, I've cleaned out my garden beds a fair bit, and you might see behind me over here in the background and also back here I have some temporary raised beds. Now, as you might know, I haven't wanted to start getting my raised beds organised until my renovations have done, but they've been delayed. So I didn't want to wait anymore and I wanted to get some things going and in the ground. So today, what I want to do is plant out some corn and some beetroot, maybe some spinach, a few other little things into those beds and really just get that garden started. I'm so happy. So 3 of the temporary beds that I have are just wooden boxes that I got from work. Now, some people have a concern about if there was chemicals used in them. I don't have that concern. I'm using this produce just for myself. So, you know, to each their own. If you've got a concern, you could always line the beds with plastic. Now, I got bulk soil yesterday, and that was a ute load full of soil that I shoveled 1 bucket full at a time because I forgot to get the wheelbarrow first. But it is called a premium veggie soil mix. The brand is Jeffrey's. I've never used it before, but it looks really good. It's really loose, really easy to move around in, and I'm hoping that it will do really well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in some slow release fertilizer and then we'll get started planting. So in the first bed, I'm going to plant a sweet corn, and this one has a harvest in about 12 weeks, which is fantastic, nice and early. Now the key with sweet corn, this one is I guess a pinky color. The key with any corn is to plant them in a block, and that's because it's wind pollinated. So I'm going to lay them out about 3 rows, evenly spaced, and see how many I can fit in. Right, I've got a few left over, so I'm just going to fudge the lines a little bit. Now that I've got them laid out, I'll just poke them in, water it in, and wait for them to grow. Beetroot has become a favourite of mine since I started growing vegetables, and that's because it's so versatile. You can use the root, which is what most people use, the nice purple flesh, but I also love the leaves. They act as kind of like a spinach or a lettuce substitute. They can be eaten fresh or cooked, and that's just fantastic. The beetroots, I either cook them or I preserve them, I eat them raw, I eat them cooked, you know, whatever. It's just such a great vegetable. So beetroot I'm going to plant a little bit differently. I'm going to draw out some little lines and then sprinkle the seeds along. If I get them a little bit too close together, I can either space them out later on or I'll just pick the greens for eating. I don't know how many seeds I have. I might not have enough. Probably not enough for this bed. But the little beetroot seeds look very different than the corn. Little knobbly, I suppose. Tastes good. Draw out a little line. Just sprinkle them along that line. Try and get them a little bit evenly. Cover the line over and space the lines probably about 10 centimeters apart. So because I didn't have enough beetroot seeds for the whole bed, I'm actually just going to leave this side clear, and next time I go to the shops I'll pick up some more. So I'll mark it with this little stick that the last line was about here, and then I'll know to plant from here backwards. Water it in and we're good to go. For the last box, I'd really love it to be a full herb garden. So all of these are herbs that I've grown from seed myself, which is really exciting. I love that. I am missing some still, they're still coming, but so far I have nasturtiums, I have sage, dill in the back, thyme at the front, and rosemary. And then this copies on as we go across. What I'm missing is parsley, which I'll put just in here, and basil, which might go at the backs here, chives, and oregano, which will go at the front because that acts as a bit of a creeper. Obviously anything else I grow during the season herb wise will go in here. I think that that'll just be a really fun bed, so we'll get it planted up.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see.
So my herb garden, she doesn't look like much yet, but once it grows on and once the other seeds germinate, sprout, and I can plant them in here, as I said, we've got the parsley and the basil and the oregano and chives still to come. This bed is going to fill up so quickly, and it's going to be fantastic because all we're going to get from here is smells and sights and textures and tastes, and everything in here can be used. I'm really excited about the nasturtiums in the corners as well. I haven't grown nasturtiums before, so not only do I get a really beautiful pop of colour, but I get to try something new, and the nasturtiums act as a pest deterrent, which I'm super excited about. So ultimately, we've got 3 new raised beds. We've got corn, which will be delicious. We've got our beetroot, which I need to finish the other half of the bed. And we've got our really, really beautiful kitchen herb garden. I'm so looking forward to seeing how they go, and I'll give you updates as they grow. Bye guys.